Well, the snow is finally moving out tonight, but you know what we're left with? Even colder temperatures, and that means road conditions are still bad.
And while the crews have treated the roads with salt and brine, they have no effect when it's this cold outside. So let's go to First Alert meteorologist Dan Thomas. And Dan, the extreme cold is sticking around for a few days.
The cold is sticking around, and that means the snow is going to stick around for a few days as well. And these snow totals continue to mount up, Mari, as the reports continue to come in. And we appreciate all of you who have sent those reports. You've sent pictures, you've sent videos. And here we go. Hendersonville, 8 inches of snow there in Sumner County. 8 inches Hermitage, 7 inches down in Marshall County in Lewisburg. About a half foot in Smyrna, Byrdstown, which is far northeastern Middle Tennessee. Pickett County reporting 5 as of the latest amounts. Now notice a lot of people, but dogs as well. I've had a great time today. Kathy and Elizabeth submitted these pictures, and these are Betty and Gaston, the dogs, just having a good old time out there. Very cold for that, and it certainly looked like snow in Tennessee today. Notice the hay bale there with the snow in the distance. Now, we still have stranded cars, and the more people that get out tonight, the chance of that will increase because temperatures are dropping. This is live right now. Oh, there he goes. I've been watching him for 5 minutes. He's just been sitting there, and now he's finally moving. Franklin Road down and Maryland Way in downtown Nashville. Again, the snow is tapering off. There's some flurries, but most of this is done. Still some very light accumulating snow across the southeast. Temperatures right now low teens. And notice the feels like temperature. If you have to get out there and clean off your car, it feels like 1 below now in Paris and 1 below back toward Dixon. So the storm is finally easing away. The center of low pressure is back and through here in North Georgia, lifting toward the northeast, taking the snow and the rain and the freezing rain with that. Notice a couple of flurries back towards St. Louis. All that's going to stay north of us as we head through tonight. So early tomorrow morning temperatures about 10 for most of you. I think we start off with some cloud cover out there, and notice we do get into some sunshine as we get into the afternoon, up to 21, maybe 22. Hey, a big change next week. Temperatures rise for the entire country. So we're going to say bye-bye to the snow and hello to temperatures above the average. The average high is 49. Some days next week into the 50s we go. Marius?
Yes.
And we are looking forward to that. Thank you so much.
Right.
Hey, kids were out of school today, so they got to enjoy some fun in the snow.
Oh, yeah. This is video showing some girls sledding down a hill in Woodbury today. And our Michael Warwick has been at Capitol Hill today as well. He's seen all sorts of stuff. You've been seeing a lot of people sledding out there, having a good time.
Yeah, it's just been awesome to see, and you know, it's just a dream environment for so many of the kids that get this type of hill and this type of snow. You know, I think we can all relate growing up and having snow days. Some people didn't have a huge hill to sled down, so it's just been a blast out here. You can really feel the temperatures dropping, and this is the snow and the cold conditions we've warned folks about. And as important as preparation is to these types of events, there are still things you can do, changing course here, to avoid damage to your property. Let's go over some of those things for the homeowners that are home, that aren't getting out in this type of environment, or even if you are, there's things you can do to protect your property. First, leave your faucets dripping and wrap exposed pipes with foam or other insulation. Leave your cabinets open under your sinks to allow warm air in there, and remove outdoor garden hoses. Shut off the valve and insulate that outdoor faucet. Lance Garrison, who was out here today, he works in the roofing business. He made sure his place was taken care of and that his pipes wouldn't burst before coming out to sled.
The main thing is just keep your faucets dripping and then cover your outsides. If you have a newer home with PEX, that certainly helps, but if it's an older home, try to heat your house as much as humanly possible and, you know, hope it works out.
Yeah, really all of those measures can go a long way. In particular, if you know you're going to be away from home for a long time, or even if you made it out of town when this winter storm came in, those measures can go a long way to keep your pipes from bursting, which is something we saw last year about this same time. So all important things. You know, the fun's great, but there are still some dangers out there, of course, and we're covering it all for you. Lauren, Marius.
All right, Michael Warwick, thank you so much. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Lisa Spencer joins us now. Lisa, the focus is now on these frigid temperatures that are going to last over the next couple of days.
They are, and so anything that's out there, it's going to stay there. It's going to stay put. So we're going to deal with some icy conditions for a while for many of you. Can you imagine, especially on these back roads where you're just not getting any treatment at all because they got to get to the primary roads first. We're looking at the snow ending, though, across the mid-state. Some of you are still seeing it. Frigid temperatures, though, will continue tonight on through to Wednesday with single-digit lows for us. And then we've got, I know it's hard for me to even share share this with you, but another winter system that will bring us some precipitation coming up on Thursday and then ending as a little bit of snow on Friday morning. We take you over to Mount Juliet tonight and look at the roads here. This is I-40 right there at that Wilson County line. And it's, traffic's moving along, but it looks pretty slick out there. And definitely some snow is piled up there on the side of the road where generally right around the Nashville metro area, we have had around 6 inches, some a little more, some a little less. It's 13 degrees right now with our wind chill at 0. And here is the snow that continues to fall. Very, very light, and we're just watching more and more of this dissipate as it moves towards the east right now. Heaviest snowfall totals here. We've had some folks reporting over 7 inches there across that southeast corner. Now temperatures, they are really cold out tonight. 13 in Nashville. If you can stay inside, good for you, because 11 is what we have right now in Paris and 14 over in Murfreesboro. 14 is the latest coming in from Lebanon. Feels like 2 though when you factor in the winds, and the winds are not that high, but they're high enough to have an impact on how your body retains that heat. 3 is our feels like temperature in Nashville. 1 is what we're seeing right now in Hohenwald. Going through the rest of the evening, so long to the snow. It will move on out after about 24 hours of snow. And here we are by the time we get to 10 o'clock. Temperature's not budging that much, but they will sneak on down to around single digits. 9 degrees tomorrow morning in Music City, 9 in Franklin, 10 for you in Lawrenceburg, and then going into the lunchtime hour will be right there around 17 degrees Gallatin through Nashville, about 16 for you in Columbia. And as the afternoon goes on, it's going to be so cold, 22 degrees in Nashville. And remember, that's the air temperature. That is not the wind chill. We'll check that in just a moment. By the time we get to Wednesday morning, these are not the wind chill temperatures. These are the actual temperatures. 1 in Nashville, 1 below in Columbia. And then during the afternoon, finally up to the freezing point. But even at that, it's going to be brief and moving right on. So it's going to be another very cold day on Wednesday as well. Now let's talk about those temperatures versus the wind chill tomorrow. The top number is the temperature, 9 at 7 o'clock. The bottom number is the wind chill, 2 below at 7 o'clock in the morning to lunchtime, 17, but it'll feel like 7, and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 22, but it will feel like 13 degrees. So the kids are going out to make a snowman tomorrow, do a little sledding. Just know it's going to be, again, very cold. Now let's take a quick look at what we've got going on Thursday. Another winter storm will be coming in. This time, instead of all snow, we're expecting a winter mix. And eventually, as the air gets colder, it will wrap up as all snow and move out on Friday morning. Tonight's forecast, it's a chilly one. Temperatures remain in the teens all the way down to the single digits by 9 o'clock, and the sky will brighten through the day tomorrow. Just keep in mind, though, if you are going out this evening, you'll want to make sure that you're taking precautions there and avoid hills if at all possible. We have lots of experience, our team around here, with these hills, and it's definitely quite dangerous. A cold start tomorrow. We mentioned that 9 o'clock, 22 in the afternoon. Extremely cold day with our first alert 7-day forecast, and highlighting all of these days for the next 6 days in red as first alert weather days because of the danger with these temperatures. 32 on Wednesday, finally sneaking up above freezing on Thursday. But as that winter mix comes in, it will cool down again into snow. Cold day on Saturday. Finally, though, by Sunday afternoon, above freezing and into the 40s by Monday of next week. Stay with us. We'll be right